China has suffered its first stabbings in a long time. What? There are plenty of stabbings in China. There's 1.4 billion people there. There's no way people don't die from stabbing there. A 25-year-old man was suspected of attacking a kindergarten in China's Guangdong province on Monday, killing 6 people, injuring 1, triggering an outpouring of concern about violence against children at school. Ah, and they say China isn't westernizing. And yet here we go. A young man killing children at school. Hmm? Media report the attack in Lianjiang County in the southern province was a stabbing. The suspect, with the surname Wu and from Lianjiang, has been detained, and they are investigating. While violent crime is rare in China due to strict gun laws and tight security. Okay, I don't think I buy this at all. Like, even a little. China's, like, super totalitarian, monitors everything you do and everything you say shit. That's in the cities. A huge number of people in China live in rural, not like, okay, rural areas in China aren't the same as what, like, when you think rural, like in America, at least when I think of rural, I think of like large swaths of the Midwest or whatever. There are parts of China that are like really far behind socially, and I don't think they document that shit. There's a lot of like really back alley, yeah. Authoritarian governments like to present the image of having really, really low crime rates because it gives like the impression. It's the same way that like if you see China defenders online, they'll pretend China doesn't have homeless people because like they build all those giant apartment blocks. They have homeless people, like objectively, but the government doesn't fully track it or like monitor it because if they did, it would be admitting to a social fault. It's like how if you go to like South Sudan or Omar or Qatar, it'll be like, yeah, according to the government, no woman ever gets raped here, you know? Because every woman who comes forward with a story of having been raped gets like flogged for adultery and the guy gets off scot-free. So, yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's, you know, I don't buy this bullshit at all. Did I say, did I say Omar? No, Oman, sorry. But they couldn't hide this because it's like a stabbing of like 6. Well, not like actively hide. They just can't ignore it, I guess. Vaush been watching The Wire. I actually haven't watched The Wire. I keep wanting to. I really want to. It's been on my list for a while. The news sparked emotive debate. Top trending discussion. 290 million views. Oh my god. Jesus. Some social media users call the suspect to face the death penalty. Does anyone know? China has a death penalty, right? China, do they? Wait, do they? I think in the Philippines? I don't know if they do. They do? Okay, yeah. Well, if anything's going to get you the death penalty, stabbing 6 babies to death is probably going to be it. So, yeah. They have literal mobile death penalty vans, so yes, based. In 2021, a man killed 2 children and wounded 16 at a kindergarten in the southwest region of Guangxi. Okay, can we roast this guy for a second? If you're a grown-ass man and you have a knife, how the fuck are you killing 2, wounding 16? What are you doing? Are you like running forward, doing like this really quickly with like this, and you're just like running at people and just like scratching it? What are you doing? Soy. That's soy. Huh. Yeah, someone also did a bomb. Naruto running with 2 knives held behind you. Yeah. Why specifically kindergartens? That's weird. The kind of people who want to kill large numbers of innocent people usually don't have moral qualms about them being young. Like, if you're the kind of person who thinks like, oh yeah, I want to go out killing innocent people, they're not going to think like, oh, well, obviously not young ones. That would be wrong. You know, it's just like, it's a pit of moral depravity. I'm sure it varies person to person, obviously. It's just, yeah. And they're easy targets, of course. Well, it's very unfortunate. He'll probably get the death penalty. Wait, then what age range is morally okay to kill? Probably like 150, because at that point their age could only be attributed to like dark powers intervening, and I think that at that point, like, they're kind of a threat, you know? I think there's going to be a lot more like weird antisocial behavior in China in the coming years as a consequence of their COVID lockdown policy. You know, people got pretty weird over here, and we didn't even have lockdowns, really. In China, they did lockdowns. So, yeah. Do you think serial killers got replaced by mass murderers? Um, there are still plenty of active serial killers, but it wouldn't surprise me if whatever personality matrix leads you to be a serial killer is now more likely to turn to mass killings now that it's easier if you're a psychopath who gets off in the attention that you get from doing those kinds of things. Mass media makes it easier for that to like take root, if that makes any sense. So it's possible that if there is like a personality type that does serial killing, maybe they've been more drawn towards mass killing, but that's just a guess. I have no idea. It would make, if somebody had a paper demonstrating that, though, I would think that makes sense. 20% of Chinese 16 to 24-year-olds are unemployed. It will get worse and cause issues. Damn, really? Even with their population imbalance, like with too many Chinese people being old relative to like the proportion. Oh my god. Wait. It's always been this bad? Wait, which one's no, wait, China's pink, not blue. Italy is blue, right? Oh, they're right next to each other at the end here. Yes, wait. Yeah, Italy is blue. So wait, no, Italy is pink? I genuinely can't tell. China is blue. Okay, well, if that's the case, then this has been an issue for a while. This is a shit graph. I don't know why they wouldn't. It looks like China is pointing at pink and Italy is pointing at blue right here. See? If you look at the little bracket right there and on the edge, you can see that China's points down to the very edge, the tip of the pink one, and Italy points the blue. So I think China's pink. I think China's pink. So China's China's coming up. Read the thing, context clues. Okay, yes, context clues right here from the actual text of the tweet make it clear that China is pink. I didn't read that. Yes. So it's climbing upwards. You know, the United States had a huge spike with COVID, but it's kind of back down to normal. God damn, look at how low. Dude, look at the Japanese unemployment rate. What is going on over there? You're telling me that for some periods of time it was like at 0 to 1%? It's so over for Japan, man. It's so bad. Oh, God. No youth means no youth unemployment. Yeah, they have 5 young people, so it's really just them, like, cycling between jobs. Proportionally, there aren't enough youth in China, either. Thank you, Castix. China is so fucked. Their population bubble. The fact that Italy is just, like, permanently... The fact that Italy is a clown country, like it's not a real country, is still very funny to me. Like, Italy's youth unemployment was barely even affected by COVID. They just had a 30% unemployment rate. Look at Germany's line, though. Well, the smoothness of the line for Germany suggests to me that they take that data really often. They've been in hyperdebt for ages. They're the geopolitical equivalent of a ghetto no one can escape from. Wonder what... Was Greece here? No, Greece would be even worse, right? Or, well, maybe. I don't know. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't want to be working when I was 16 either. Well, yeah. The amount of unemployment in Italy is really insane. Much of it is encouraged by EU-enforced austerity politics, though. Yeah, I gotta say, it probably doesn't help with the whole, like, rising wave of nationalism and Euroscepticism in Europe that the EU seems to have some pretty, like, I don't know, inconsiderate policies when it comes to economic development. What happened in the US for half a year there? COVID. It was COVID. The spikes of the US and Canada are insane compared to Europe. Yeah, we had a different kind of lockdown bump. It's a problem of the EU being a fiscal union without a unified economic policy. Yeah.